help with?
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. After assessing the assignment, the guild has concluded...
Just another day on the job for us!
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently...
An Oni? You mean those big...
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so it came as a surprise to learn that he is But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him...
So let Paimon guess. No problemo! This does sound like a job for the Traveler. She'll be back with them...
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also...
You're right.
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential, but please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely... Thank you. I will...
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Ito guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is, and to be completely honest,
Wait, you mean he already had a...
No, not exactly. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But I don't personally see him as a bad guy. But I guess I wouldn't put it... You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that... if I had to guess, his life...
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. Perhaps you could try asking a...
Okay, then...
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard...
Huh? How can you be so
No, perhaps you misunderstood. Maybe a story will explain it better. So, kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult...
On purpose, though.
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started then he took the kids' candy as his prize.
Ugh.
He did take it way too far that time. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't... In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's... So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't...
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, so I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything.
Thanks for the info. Look!
Arataki Ito. Of course, we know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no...
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything serious. Paimon's curious. Is there...
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd... For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity. But for an Oni, At first, he was just one of our suspects. But when we went to investigate, he personally... What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his... Of course he did. Whether material or... He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life. And he's never kept down a real job. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe... As for his psychological motives... It's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we... At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower. The vision hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would...
He does sound a little unstable.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Ito, please...
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so... Maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. I've heard all about your travels.
How much?
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora, up front. plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully—
Whoa! That's crazy!
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happened. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. So, now then, to give you the full picture in this case. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared.
But...
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever—
But how could he do that?
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the blue Oni disappeared. Besides, the suspect has, according to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet the Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito— Don't mention it.
Wait, Paimon still has a question. If Arataki—
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a—
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, in fact, all Oni will avoid beans. But if you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps he'd up—
Right! Knowing our target's weakness will make things a whole—
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to— Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky! Let's head to Yashiori Island! According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can look, footprints! Let's see where they lead. There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward. Quit it!
Leave it all to me.
Cross over! Tsuchi! Huh? There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead. Wait, could that be him? He doesn't seem to be looking this way.
that.
It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid it.
Beans!
What should we do?
Don't be alarmed. It's all right. I got this. Just gotta tough it up. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Need a moment. Woo, that's better. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Oh, I get it. So you're here to bring me... Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I pack a mean punch, you know.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink.
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Eat and the extra mora means I can, hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you.
No way, mister!
What did you say, little one? Go on.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop.
Uncle Ito!
Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but it's because of a little thing called, prestige. Come on, just play along.
Uncle Ito?
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while
Okay, if you say so.
Yep, I'll be right there.
Who were those?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring him with me, the Tenryou
Right, but if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment.
What should we do?
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find and come with me. Saves you worrying that I might... You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big. But let me tell ya, once the grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle. Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, but it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's gotta be in the right headspace as well. If it's... Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me.
But we're not the ones that will be playing.
Oh. Anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here. And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate...
Okay, so...
Okay, let me... there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom Mora we're gonna... Just our luck. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below. Beefy Beetle King here. Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto. Huh? Oh, what the? Ah, no, not lavender melons. Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's... This is the one. This is the one. See? As long... Yeah, it's on the smaller side. But, size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in... It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever... Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent. Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto...
Right here! Look what... If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hop down, Paimon flew off somewhere else. What do you think, Ito? It's big and strong and looks like a... Bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
Oh,
Nope, this is the first...
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this.
Oh, so...
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the... Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are... So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we...
Whoa. Let's... I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior... Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out.
Don't worry, I'm not scared of you.
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble.
Huh? When did you come?
Come on, you can take him, Lil.
That's a...
Oh, no! My little Nimble!
Ha! Look...
Dang it! Oh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible!
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks off, but it's still...
All right, little guy, use your...
No.
Yay! We won! Ha!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Whoop! I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick...
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson... Oh, right. This is for you,
Huh?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city...
But... will we ever...
Of course we will. Trust... Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss.
Good. The kid doesn't...
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell you? They're my friends.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything, and not only did he not do anything wrong, He also saved my life!
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders.
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what you...
Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around, I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want... I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict.
So why in the world?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all...
Hold on a second.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things...
So...
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The blue Oni chose egg, but the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are... The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the right... The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the blue Oni...
Paimon thought you were two different species.
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we... Because humans were still with... The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the... Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew... If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of Evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni... First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome... In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline, while also protecting our own. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle. Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it count.
So you're saying the real culprit was a
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that blue... But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they still... It'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. Can't exactly. They would give up their life. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other... My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. That's right. If I didn't step in, the
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him.
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan... There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then... But, if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the
Yep, Paimon too. Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on...
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so,
Don't worry.
All right. Then our first job is to investigate where this Blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up... Yo, you must be Mas...
Oh,
yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some more, but this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought but instead, he stopped the others and told them to let... Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get my...
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they...
Surely it was Mora, right? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear...
Do you have any idea where they went after...
I have no clue. But you aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously?
Don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into... They gotta pass through here sometime. If I'm not mistaken...
Yeah, things might get a little... Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horn. All right, it's go... Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Fight first, talk later.
The very final cut. Lucky day. To the very final cut. There's more. To the very...
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Ito, descendant of...
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found... Since you remember the pact between our two factions, So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and... Huh? What's...
Who are you? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson... But let me ask you, Arataki Ito, what exactly do... You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on, none of that stuff's a big deal. I mean...
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. No clothing, no medicine, nothing.
So, that's why you joined...
That's right. Why should I accept that life? I've abandoned our Oni pride. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. That's what matters most to me.
Yeah, and besides, the Oni causing trouble again, then that'll...
You make a good point. The blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for him. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back.
You should get your priorities straight. The blue Oni are history, all right? Forget it. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are.
Oh no!
Forget it. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could...
Hey! He got away! Uh-oh.
We can't get caught. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here and we'll escape. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryou Commission, or they'll...
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
Attaboy! Can't catch me.
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito.
Let's roll! Oh, they're coming through! You must withdraw. Attaboy!
I won't forget this.
Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of... But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to... No, all that would do is send them after our blue Oni friend instead.
Then what should we do? The
No choice but to keep kicking some... Hey, boss!
Thought you'd have... Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, go. Do what you gotta do, boss.
Now, watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this?
Run for it, boss!
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
It was real touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got for now. Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? At least we know we're headed the right way. Let's see what else we can find ahead. A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Time to go!
How's this?
See?
My flavor. Finally,
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead. Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. They couldn't have just disappeared into thin air. Unless they're all ninjas or something. Hidden entrance, yes! Oh, this is gonna be where they keep all the people they took.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire? Of course I did. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think, so I'm here to save him no matter what.
Huh? What were you two talking?
less than legitimate means, no doubt. And all the more reason we gotta put an end to this.
Eyes on me! Let's light it up!
Finally,
How come the stairs are over there? We can't go up if we can't reach them. Oh, it's moving!
Haha, see? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
Off we go! Adventure time! Adventure time!
it's my lucky day.
Attaboy!
Go! Steady as stone.
Finally, No. My lucky day.
Someone needs...
My blade! Boom!
Bam!
My blade! I hit the fairy. Finally, No.
what's up here?
Must be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get him out of here.
Higher power, yes, I'm firing! All right, you're all free to go.
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy?
Calm down, dear.
Oh, you
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is he?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. He's been worried about you.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you,
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't...
Really? Just one little...
These vagrants are insatiable. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really?
No, actually, because one of the guys... Oh, in fact...
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. Are you a friend of his?
Relative.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to...
I'm glad to hear that. He's...
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands. I'll help him see the light. Anyway, you should scram...
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued...
Huh. A child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time. This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can. Perfect distance.
Let's light it up!
Did you think you... So I'll let you in on a little secret. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece...
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami.
You better stay where you are. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of a mechanism. And when it...
What? You're gonna blow this whole place?
Oh, don't worry about me. You've had your fun. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, that's it.
I snatched it earlier. To stop...
Why, you...
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you...
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening. Yeah! Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away!
Hey, oh, okay.
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean unless you want to get buried. You should...
You won't... If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting it?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! This sacrifice is mine to make.
No one needs to
All right. I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. This is between us blue Oni. But you...
They're here!
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything. Arataki, you're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure...
Huh? It's like he's trying to
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am! Listen, Takuya. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting... Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the The blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years. We've made mistakes, but we can make... Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well, then let's tear it up. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget... Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya! I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this.
Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
What about Ito and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're all right. Look! It's Ito and Takuya!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal beat.
Why? Why would I'm the guilty one here? I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood. Our parents and their parents before them never I just wish you'd come to find me. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for—
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today. And honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain.
You say all that, but—
You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up. Every member of the Arataki gangs had to take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits.
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume that Takuya, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially— all stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all—
No! Please don't! Without those goods—
It's all right, Takuya. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation,
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too.
Oh! But no worries. I'll put my gang on the case. My boy—
Yeah, we've already—
Oh!
That's what they get.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about— Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong, but given your unique circumstances, and in light of the
Hey, wait! Unique circumstances? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Well, he's pretty. Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though.
So, yes, they did. But don't be. He and his gang may have acted recklessly.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Ito helped.
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. If you ask me, I'd say though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind.
I don't really get it, but it sounds.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy.
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the...
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
Ah, I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If they're...
Do you need our help?
No. Besides, once Ito is released... Oh, yes. And you know what? He does whatever he puts his mind to. Back when I took him in, everyone thought but I've never been ashamed of this name, because Ito...
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the Blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the Crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the Blue Oni back home. The Crimson Oni didn't know where to find the Blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the Blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The Blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the Blue Oni had once done, the Crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The Blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the Blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
Hey, Traveler! Remember that pit at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Simon took a quick peek before we left last time. There was something of light coming from inside. Don't you think that's a little strange? Oh, so you've been wondering about that too, huh? Now that we have some time on our hands, let's go and take another look.